Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you have a great and wonderful day. And it seems that we have a little bit of victory, a bit of a huge victory, honestly, because it seems that Google has lost in their ability to monopolize app stores. And I'm going to probably explain to you guys on why this is probably a big deal, or is a big deal, because, there's just something that monopolies just don't take. What a lot of fools don't seem to understand, especially some people, my family members, is that apparently you think that that monopolies are fine or good. Well, no, because they stifle competition. It's the same thing if you're working with like some type of form of communism/socialism, to where you only have one type of company that has everything, and well, there is no competition. They can raise prices whatever they want, and nobody gets the best WG deal. And they also just don't have to work as hard because, well, there's no competition going against them, so you get worse products for it. So, that being said, we have this. The epic win from The Verge. I know, everybody calm down. Jury decides Google has a legal monopoly in App Store fight. 3 years after Fortnite maker Epic Games sued Apple and Google for allegedly running illegal App Store monopolies, Epic has a win. The jury in Epic Google has delivered its verdict, and it found that the Google turns Google Play App Store and Google Play billing service into an illegal monopoly. After just a few hours of deliberation, the jury unanimously answered yes to every question you put before them. That Google has a monopoly power in the Android app distribution markets and in app billing services markets. That Google did not did anti-competitive things in those markets, and that Epic was injured by that behavior. They decided Google has an illegal tie between its Google Play App Store and its Google Play billing payment services too. And that is distribution agreement. Project Hug deals with game developers and deals with the OEMs or all anti-competitive. Google Affairs and Public Policy VP Wilson White said the company plans to appeal the verdict, and that the trial made clear that we compete fiercely with Apple and its App Store, as well as app stores on Android devices and gaming consoles. You can read that full statement further down. See, the problem with that is that it's just you and Apple, and you and Apple kind of determine on who does what. So, and another thing too is that also people are not realizing it's also political. We all know Apple is far left, and we know Google is far left. So, that being said, whatever Google kind of does, Apple is going to agree as well. So that also means that there is no real, other solution or other option, because you guys both agree with each other, so you'll remove people from their apps, from your store. And that's it. It's over. You can't do anything. This has happened to a few other platforms as well that wanted to get attention or love, and they don't. Because if you are a Republican or what have you, there is a good chance you probably won't get on their app store at all, because they don't like those type of people. So monopoly is pretty true here, and appealing a verdict with the jury, from what I'm told, especially from Nick Rekieta, is not the easiest thing to do. That normally fails. So we're probably going to see the appeal fail. In a post on its company blog, Epic Games said, "Today's verdict is a win for all app developers and consumers around the world. It proves that Google's App Store's practices are illegal, and they abuse their monopoly to extract exorbitant fees, stifle competition, and reduce innovation." Exactly. And this is the problem with monopolies and any type of, I would say, communist/socialist society. Because there is no competition, and if you think this is a good thing, then you're sadly mistaken. It's quite horrible, honestly, because you don't get any competition and you get worse products. And as the person says, it does reduce innovation. There is also another thing that you can bring in as well, to where the free speech thing, where they're trying to stifle that, which they're under attack currently by our government, the one right side of government. They have a very strong chance of losing against that too. So I don't think it's going to go very well for these big companies. I think it's going to go disastrously terrible. And yeah. But Epic v. Google turned out to be a very different case, and hinged on secret revenue, sharing deals between Google, smartphone makers, and big game developers, ones that Google execs eternally bleed were designed to keep rival app stores down, it showed that Google was running scared of Epic specifically, and it was all decided by a jury, unlike the Apple's ruling. Mind you, we don't know what Epic has won quite yet. There's up to Judge James Donato who will decide what the appropriate remedies might be. Epic never sued for monetary damages. It wants the court to tell Google that every app developer has a total freedom to introduce its own app stores and its own billing systems on Android, and we don't yet know how or even whether the judge might grant those wishes. Both parties will meet the Judge Donato in the second week of January to discuss potential remedies. Judge Donato has already stated that he would not grant Epic's additional request for anti-circumvention provision just to be sure Google can't reintroduce the same problems through some alternative creative solution. As Epic lead attorney Gary Bornison put in on November 28th, we don't break the law injunctions. If you have a problem, you can come back, Donato said. He also said he did not intend to decide what percentage fee Google should charge for its products. Yeah, which should be the right thing. I mean, if you own something, you should be able to charge whatever you want. It doesn't mean you'll actually get the service that you deem you have, because I gotta make it a right market share or right price, but, you could be able to post whatever you want. Although Epic didn't sue for damages, Epic CEO Tim Sweeney suggested Epic stood to make hundreds of millions or even billions of dollars if it doesn't have to pay Google fees. So, yeah, this is the verdict here. And we have this from, obviously, Tim Sweeney. Now, I tried to get this onto, I would say, Google, onto the Twitter, but it was deleted. But this is what he has to say here. I'll try to blow this up for you guys, so you guys can't actually see this. It says here, this is an example of the greatness of the American justice system. A billion-dollar company challenges a trillion-dollar company over complete antitrust practices, and a jury of 9 citizens hears the testimony and renders a verdict, and here it is in the writing. And it just goes to show that this is what's the verdict and all that other stuff. We have this from Coalition for App Fairness. Apple's 30% app tax drives up prices for consumers because they have no choice but to use the App Store. Users are unable to purchase mobile apps anywhere else. It's time to protect consumers and put an end to this monopoly. I agree. And it's stuff that is crazy. The thing is that we have Google that owns pretty much majority, if not all, of the internet space. In terms of the power of controlling it and all that stuff, and then you have the also with YouTube being kind of a monopoly, but not really, of the services. Of course, we have Rumble and a few others that are taking place, but Rumble is honestly the only really best one. YouTube is just constantly winning here in that front. But again, the thing is that Google just has too much power, too much strong of a monopoly, and that needs to be stopped in every way since possible. But this is a victory for all of us, because that means any further lawsuits or anything that we can do down the line, we can get the ability to make our own stuff without having to worry about Google crushing small businesses whenever that happens. And I would honestly say, if we see Google do stuff like this again in any try to fashion, people need to be arrested, because we need some other competition coming forth. Google doesn't make it where competition can come forth, because they will use their mighty power and their billion-dollar money to be able to stifle them. So that's a problem. Again, we have seen multiple people get banned or not able to put on their products just because of either political reasons or for people they just don't like, and that's an issue. Well, guys, hope you guys liked the video. Like, try to share. As always, take care.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted, because it's algorithmic disease, the social media.